Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, and Jarom.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the Windy City Bender Podcast. It's been a while.
Been about a minute,
Yeah. Been about a minute. We are one episode away from double-digit podcast, which is pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
It's pretty cool. I think that's cool. I don't know.
Diamante.
Yeah, Diamante.
We're at the Bobby.
Gross. Let's not talk about it. With you, as always, is Poetzy, Nolly.
Hey there, hi there.
And Jarom.
What's going on?
As per usual, we're going to start out with a little bit of Hawks talk.
Facts.
A little bit of Hawks talk, and then we're going to go into NHL talk, talk about the State of the League address, which sounds like the president is in town.
He
offers his...
Batman wishes.
Yeah.
He was Trump.
He can dream.
So we're going to talk about that for a little bit, and then we're going to go into Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. And then we're going to finish it out with Randy Pine.
Yeah, that's definitely been a minute.
Yeah. It's good to have another Randy Pine. All right. Hawks talk.
Axe.
The Blackhawks do not have an outdoor game next year.
Yet.
Yet. Let's throw a party, though, because the Blackhawks don't have an outdoor game next year.
I'm so happy.
How great. Great.
I think the only people that aren't happy are the merchandisers.
Probably, but who gives a shit?
Well, they don't care, actually, because they're coming out with Adidas jerseys, so they...
This is
they're
true.
coming out with their jerseys anyway.
True. So,
that's the reason why the Hawks aren't in it.
Yeah.
We'll give them the 1 year off where we're getting new jerseys anyway.
You got to think that at this point for the Hawks players, they like...
What are they, 1-5?
1-4.
1-4?
1-4. The only win came against Pittsburgh.
Soldier Field. Yeah.
That game was awesome.
5-1 win in 2014.
Pittsburgh.
With all that snow.
I was there. It was so cold, but it got to the point to where you weren't even cold anymore. You were just like, this is it. I can't move from this position anymore or else I'm screwed.
But you're
done.
also always cold.
I am always cold. However,
everybody was like that.
That shit was crazy cold.
I still remember, though, that I was down in the city for that day of that game for something for school, and I'm, like, walking
At
around.
Soldier Field?
No, like, in the city in general.
Oh, okay.
So I'm walking around the city, and all I have is a hoodie on, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be shitty ice tonight. It's going to be too warm out there when I get home from the train. And then
Little did you know.
It just, blizzard.
Yeah, Hawks 1-4 in outdoor games.
Garbage.
They can't want to play in outdoor games anymore. The players have to be like, screw this, no way.
Nobody gives a shit anymore.
No.
It's not even, like, there's no, I don't know.
I feel like it's lost its...
They need to go back to just one Winter Classic a year.
Yeah.
And avoid the Blackhawks as much as possible. Please.
There's going to be 3 games next year. Canadians and the Senators
I forgot about that one.
On
I'm
December
pretty
16th,
stoked about that.
At the TD Place Stadium in Ottawa. And then...
Do they sell it out?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Montreal fans.
Game 6 Eastern Conference Final. Do they sell it out?
They got Montreal fans this time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canadians fans will actually drive to that one.
Rangers and Sabres on New Year's Day 2018 at Citi Field in New York.
Battle of New York.
Is talking about that game real quick. Citi Field, New York. If you think about baseball, the Yankees are the Rangers and the Mets are the Islanders. Right?
Yeah.
Am I right in that assumption?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
fair.
Okay, so how big of a slap in the face is it that the Sabres are playing at Citi Field and the Islanders are not? I know the Rangers and Islanders already played each other in a Stadium Series game, but still.
The Rangers also had 2 outdoor games that year.
I'm surprised they're not doing 2 games there. Like, they did that one year where they had 2 games.
I just feel like that's kind of a slap in the face of the Islanders, who are already looking to relocate at this point, you know?
I hope Eichel stays healthy and he gets to play in the game. That's going to be like his...
Kind of excited to see.
Well, at that point, aren't they going to be called the Buffalo Eichels?
Yeah.
Aren't they changing it before the season starts?
The Ice Cycles.
The Ice Eichels.
Ice Eichels.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to see what those setups look like, though,
for
that game.
Yeah.
I feel like Buffalo will have a nice setup.
I think so. And then the final outdoor game is going to be the Leafs and Capitals, March 3rd at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland.
Fucking Leafs, baby. They are 1-0. Well, in the Matthews era, they're 1-0
in
in
the
outdoor
Matthews
games.
era.
No, they're 2-0. The Big House, baby.
I forgot about that one.
They are 2-0.
And that was like the best one.
That wasn't the Matthews era, but they are 2-0.
Well, we'll see if
Let's
it's the
keep it
same look
rolling.
Capitals as the playoffs. Because I think they've realized they might have a little rivalry there after this first round.
I wonder.
I don't think they run into each other in the playoffs again, though, because I don't see the Leafs making the wild card. I think they make it in their division next year.
So the only chance they could possibly meet is the conference finals, and we know Washington can't do that. So,
This just popped in my head now. Do you guys think that they scheduled
Off the
this?
top of your head, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks. Do you guys think that they scheduled this Leafs Capitals game in an attempt to keep the Washington players that want to go overseas to play in the Olympics in town? Because this is going to happen March
It's
3rd.
right around the Olympics.
Right around the Olympics.
Huh. I didn't even think about that.
I think that's risky because I think
I think it's real risky.
I think
It's real risky.
Ovechkin,
Especially with
is,
Ovi.
Right.
Yeah,
you might
never
be
know.
playing in a game where there's no Ovi, there's no... Backstrom was one of the guys that said he wanted to play
He
over
said
there.
only
he
heard
would,
Ovi.
but
Just
Ovi
Ovi?
is the only one that's been like,
Okay.
I'm going.
I'm going no
Yeah.
matter what. All the players are like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if the owners are if he's gonna
Right.
let us, yeah, why not? Why
Which,
wouldn't
I
we
mean,
do that?
If somebody's going to buy a Capitals Stadium Series jersey, they're not going to buy anything other than Ovechkin, you know?
I mean, Backstrom, because he's
Well, yeah,
filthy.
Backstrom, but he's the
Oshie.
he's the fucking redheaded stepchild over there. He's
If
completely
Oshie's still there,
overlooked.
Hey, take it easy. I got a Backstrom jersey.
Yeah, I know. It's
Not
because you're a
redheaded
real
style.
hockey fan.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're
I
welcome.
thought you were going to go in a different direction.
No. I'm saying you're a real hockey fan, and people in Washington are so Ovi horny.
so no Team Nolly versus Team Poetzy today. You guys are
No, I'm actually...
mutual agreement.
We've had so much time apart that we've been missing each other, so we'll see by the end of the episode.
You look good today, Bri.
Thanks. I did chest and back yesterday, so
Did you? Nice. Did you hit the gym today?
I didn't have time.
No, you look like you did.
Thanks. Yeah, way to bring me down.
So we're all in agreement that this is a good sign for the Hawks. that
Yes.
they don't-
100%.
Or not a good sign, but a good thing.
It's a good move
Good
for the
thing
Hawks.
for the
Yes.
Hawks. Yes.
Good thing for the Hawks, but is it a sign that the Hawks aren't a top dog anymore?
No. No.
I think
I think it's literally like I said, fucking Adidas is coming out with new jerseys anyway, so why make more jerseys to sell in Chicago when people are just going to go buy the Adidas ones anyway? Because that's the whole reason that the Hawks are always in it, because there's new jerseys coming out and everybody buys the jerseys. So, I mean, give them a year off. I will bet that they have an outdoor game next year again.
I think that...
Plus, who would you have it against?
2019?
It's all Eastern Conference teams. There's not a single Western Conference team.
That was
That
another
surprised me a little
interesting thing.
Not, yeah. I mean, kind of, but at the same time, not. Because what are you going to do?
I was thinking
California
maybe-
battle again?
Well, I was thinking maybe Nashville was going to get one.
Yeah. There was rumors that Hawks were gonna get one in South Bend.
That would be that would be dope. That would be dope. Nashville, Chicago, and South Bend.
Oh,
That would be
That
pretty
would be
cool.
really
yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
As long as it's not at the Sox Park, like the Blues game was supposed to.
Yeah, because
That would
nobody
be a
wants to go
joke.
to an arena
No.
with a down arrow as their logo.
Nobody wants to go to that place just because it's not safe.
It's
guaranteed rate though.
It's guaranteed death.
They said that there's a chance they might add some more. There might be more outdoor games announced. Could they be potentially doing a centennial game for like the league?
Isn't that what they did?
They with the Leafs.
That was
their
the
100
Leafs.
year.
It was the 100th
So
year of the Leafs.
could they also call it the first annual centennial classic.
You can't have
So
a first
that's what,
annual.
yeah. So that's what I'm wondering. Are they going to do like a special centennial classic for the league,
That's
or
stupid.
All-Star game outdoors.
that would be awesome?
That would be great.
Yeah. That's what they should start doing.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
On
3-on-3 outdoors. Oh God!
Holy shit. That would be amazing.
Oh
Just
my God.
even if it's not snowing, make it snow, because skills competition through the snow. Why not?
Oh my God, would that be amazing?
No Buckies, just letting the flow fly outdoors.
We got to write a letter to the league.
Yeah, but
Just-
not Bettman, because fuck
No,
Bettman.
yeah.
Daly's a little bit more reasonable. I think.
Screw, screw Tampa for next year. They can
Yeah,
wait.
which also
They can wait.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into
that
that.
one.
That's a great idea, though. No, Holy
That one just popped in my head. I didn't write that one down.
Nice. Nice.
Got my full stack of papers and it wasn't written in there.
Outdoor All-Star Game, Wrigley Field again.
South Bend.
Oh, South Bend too. Yeah.
South Bend.
Yeah.
Let's get those Indianians happy.
Ew,
Oh,
no.
fuck Indiana.
Yeah,
Hey.
thanks.
They got Notre Dame.
I don't care.
I would, going back to, is this a sign that the Hawks aren't a top dog anymore? I would have been concerned if the Hawks didn't have the draft this year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's another thing they do. I mean, they've had, 3 years in a row they've had an outdoor game, and now they have the draft. Like, it's time to let other people do stuff.
4 years in a row.
Yeah.
4 years in a
Four.
row.
Because
Fuck,
14,
that's so
15,
stupid.
16, and
It was
17.
Penguins, then Washington, then
Minnesota.
and then
God,
St.
that
Louis.
Minnesota game was such a piece of junk, too. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Every game, outdoor game's been
Yeah, I know.
terrible. I mean, even the one that they won, it was like
No, that one was
That
pretty
was a
fun.
great game.
That was pretty fun to watch.
it was fun to watch, but it looked just like
That game-
And
chill
Chase
out
with
there.
the sick Gino.
Yes.
That game, the Red Wing game, and the Capital game were the only games that I was like, this is a really good hockey game. Like, even the St. Louis one, I was like, this isn't...
The St. Louis one just looked cool, though, because with
Yeah.
the arch in the background
Yeah.
and everything. Like, the scenery was
And like
awesome.
the
with that
Detroit
one.
one, how can you beat Wrigley Field?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then it was...
The Minnesota one, it was like, there's nothing to look at.
No, that one was super weird, and it was at the Gopher Stadium, and it was
Yeah.
like, this is a completely worthless hockey game.
Do you think the Blackhawks
Still
said
lost 2
'cause
points in the standings, though.
Yeah.
they,
I know.
McDonough really wants to get the All-Star game? Do you think they said, don't give us any more outdoor games, put us out of the limelight, and promise us an All-Star game?
I'm surprised that
Coming
we
up.
haven't had one yet, to be honest with you.
Last
feel
one
like-
was 91,
91,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, but look at all the other... Like, there's been so many teams that haven't even had one.
Yeah, I know, but they're not the Hawks.
Yeah, well...
I don't know.
Let's have Arizona outdoors versus Dallas.
Arizona might not even be around to have it.
Let's sneak
Fuck it.
Blackhawks and its outdoor opponent's going to be Vegas.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the opening game next year, Hawks versus Vegas.
I hope it's in
Or
Vegas
Pens.
because
In Vegas,
then
yeah.
I will
Or Pens.
fly out there.
No, it might be Pens, too.
Especially if they win the cup.
It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be Pens or the Hawks versus Vegas.
They're going to make it
Vegas.
such a big deal.
Yeah.
Or Caps, just because they
Such
love
a
the
big
Capitals.
deal.
I really hope it is the Hawks then because we'll get a nice little trip planned.
Usually opens around my birthday.
Yeah.
And my birthday's on a Friday this year.
Oh, boy.
Baby!
Oh, we're in trouble.
Oh, goodness.
shit.
Things are coming together.
So there is a chance that the salary cap will not change next year. It all falls on the NHLPA. It could inflate by 5%, which would bring it to $77 million. However,
right now, 74?
73.
73?
yeah.
Humbug.
However, if it doesn't go up, not only are the Blackhawks screwed, so many teams are screwed.
Right
And then
now,
you're going to add Vegas? I don't understand how this thing can't inflate.
right now, the Hawks are $4 million over the cap. And their big move is to move Kruger,
Yeah.
which is $3 million.
And TVR,
And you're still
who's
over.
under $1 million.
Potentially TV.
Well, I guess Kruger's a little over 3, so they would be like right at the cap
Yeah.
if they move those two guys.
Kruger is just a little bit over 3.
Yeah.
3.083.
And what's TVR, like 900?
TVR should probably look at defenseman for him.
Yeah, that's where he plays.
825.
825. So yeah, that would bring you over.
And then we would still have to re-sign.
That's like almost exactly $4 million.
Yeah, and we would still have to re-sign a couple players, still find a backup goalie.
Yeah.
Replace
So-
those two guys.
Now that we're gonna mushing these two, the salary cap and TBR into one, the Hawks are rumored to be making a deal with Vegas to protect TBR. What?
To not
Not to protect him anymore.
No,
that
not
has
anymore.
changed since we originally discussed this.
Oh shit, that's right. Damn it.
It
Hey.
changed to
Money in the swear jar.
to
Sorry,
now
Mom.
that the Hawks are trying to make a deal with Vegas that they will allow Vegas to take TVR in the expansion draft.
Yes.
But by doing that, they had to agree to trade for Kruger
Or vice versa.
or vice versa. They had some combination.
That was the original one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
then they
No,
came out and said,
the original-
if you guys want to draft Kruger and trade for
The
TVR,
original
that's fine, too.
report was that the Hawks were going to make a deal with Vegas to protect TVR, so they would not take him. But now, also with the report of that the cap might be staying the same, that changes everything.
But I don't get how you could just be like, hey, this is the entry draft, you know. You can pick whoever you want that's unprotected. But if you take this one guy, you have to trade with me for this other guy
Yeah.
because I don't want his salary.
Like-
what? No, you can't.
If I'm
No.
Vegas,
If I'm Vegas, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll draft TVR and trade for Kruger, quotes. And no, sorry, Blackhawks, just have fun figuring that one out on your own. Like,
Well-
why would you? No, that's stupid.
That whole thing's gonna be written out in some sort of a contract, you know. And if Vegas backs out on it, there's gonna be some sort of legality issue and all that.
does McPhee have a history trading with the Hawks or with Bowman more specifically? Because that's the only reason why I see this being a thing. Like if they've worked together in the past of making deals,
Wasn't McPhee Washington?
he was
Yeah.
Washington.
He was Washington.
Yeah.
Which I don't
believe
Troy Brower, but I don't think he was traded there.
No.
And that's
He
the
was
only
free
guy
agency.
I can think
Peter
off the top of my
Bondra.
head.
Peter Bondra.
Because we had Peter Bondra at one point.
Yager. Yager will eventually come here, and he was once a Cap.
He was once a cap.
So I mean, that's the
And
only
that
reason. That would be the only thing that I would explain.
But I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be the only thing I could explain
Yeah.
why they would do that. I mean,
Or it's just the NHL, like, you guys figure something out so that the Hawks can figure out their own shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Vegas. Go Hawks.
it's the new team hazing. You have to take a bad contract from the Hawks.
So let's look at those situations real quick. So say we keep TVR and give away Kruger to
Vegas.
Kruger's, like we said, cap hit is $825. What does he get?
No. That's TVR's.
What did I say?
825.
You said Kruger was $825.
I said Kruger? I
Yeah.
meant TVR. I was looking at Kruger's name. Sorry.
Sorry.
TVR is making $825.
Nailed it.
What does he get the year after that?
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean,
Depends on
you
how
know.
his year is this year,
Mhm.
I would say. Because last 2 years, it's been
He's been
mediocre.
He's been consistently giving the same
He's getting
performance,
better,
though.
I feel, though, too.
He is, but
Like,
I don't,
comparing
unless he
him
like
this
breaks out, I
Yeah.
don't see him getting anything more than like.
No, I'm just saying,
1.2.
like, comparing him from this year to last year, he's definitely improved.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't see him going from this to Zach Werenski type play.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I don't,
He's gonna be signing a bridge deal. This Nets contract.
like a 2-year,
Yeah, and plus
1.5.
he's RFA, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, he really doesn't have much, especially with him not producing as much as
But
he.
people could offer,
Right.
and the Hawks would have to match,
That's true.
which would be funny because then the NHL could just screw. Well,
Yeah, I know.
a team could screw the Hawks over. But I don't know what that was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see him making anywhere near 2.
No.
No.
No, I think that would be a mistake.
Most 1.5.
Yeah. And he's not very well liked by quite a lot of Blackhawk fans.
Where'd you hear that? Oh, by the fans.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say players.
No.
Where the hell did you hear that?
Blackhawk fans. There's a lot of
My insider guy, you know.
yeah, you know.
I know a guy. His name's Dan.
He's kind of the Crawford
Redheaded
of
stepchild.
No, I was gonna say the Crawford of the decor, where like every time
Yeah.
he has a bad game, they're like, "Get him
They're
the hell
on him.
out of here!"
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
But also, he's been stuck with Rosie a lot.
Yes, he has. And then when he was with Campbell last
once he
year,
started playing with Campbell, that's when he started to figure his game out. Because him and Campbell, he's like a younger Campbell, but not as good.
he started to figure it out offensively. Defensively, he got a little bit. He took a step back.
Yeah,
I thought.
but I don't know.
Once he's able to,
He's got to find that middle ground.
Figure it out.
But also, I feel like he was just thrown in real early. Like he was thrown into like a top spot, like right away.
Yeah.
And it wasn't kind of like
And
leaning him in.
We were talking about that the other day, where he's not really top spot worthy at this point. He can't play those minutes.
No.
But he gets thrown in it with the expectation that he's going to be a top spot guy. Oh no, it doesn't work. So we're gonna throw you down third to / healthy scratch. Yeah. So it's like, how does he he doesn't have the opportunity to
We're gonna dress Rosie over you. How does that feel?
God.
And I really do feel like the Hawks are thinking that way because of Nick Leddy. What Nick Leddy did.
Oh, Nick Leddy.
And they're trying to make the same comparison between him and TBR.
Oh, Nick Leddy, I miss you.
Are you guys on the same page with me there?
I could see that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they did the same thing with Leddy by putting him with Campbell, and fuck, he took off.
I just had a realization.
We traded Cam Barker for him. Oh my God, we got Nick Leddy from Cam Barker.
And then we just let Nick Leddy walk away.
Yeah.
No, we traded him away.
Yeah.
For a fucking minor league goalie. Ooh,
and
sorry, Ma.
And Polka.
I just dropped one there.
Frickin'.
Yeah.
I heard frickin'.
Oh, okay.
Fricky frick.
Polka too.
And Billy Polka, I guess.
Yeah.
Is he even if we move TVR, is he finally gonna get his chance?
I don't know. He's supposed to be that guy.
It's either him or Forsling.
Or are we gonna be stuck with Rosie? Was Rosie gonna put up 82 games?
Or is Nick Svedberg gonna come out of the
I was just gonna say Svedberg.
Oh, God.
He's
terrible. He's a worse Zdeno Jara.
Can we make
and that's
Vegas
hard.
take these guys?
In the Nick Leddy trade, we traded away Nick Leddy, Kent Simpson,
goalie.
Yeah, for Polka, another D, TJ Brennan, and the rights to Anders Nilsson.
TJ Brennan and Polka were supposed to be
which obviously
big.
And then Brennan
Nilsson's on Buffalo now.
Yeah.
So we didn't even get to sign him.
Wasn't Brennan traded away too? TJ Brennan?
He's gone.
Let me see. He doesn't have a team. Look at that. What the hell?
He figured, I'm never going to be able to play on the Blackhawks. I might as well just call it quits right now.
It doesn't show what team he's on. What the
By the way, Polka's a RFA this year.
We should check out his stats from the A real quick.
Billy Polka?
Yeah. All right. So, TJ, I don't know what website this is. Oh, ESPN. Oh, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
It shows he's had 7 games in the NHL. It shows what teams he's played against, but he's
on the Philadelphia Flyers.
Okay, I was gonna say it does not show anywhere.
Why is Polka not in the NHL?
Let's hear them stats.
Last season, he played all 76 games, 6 goals, 24.
Wait, 70? They played only 76. Really?
76, yeah. And all those teams from the LA, they play 70, I believe.
What?
Because AHL is all about reducing travel.
Yeah.
So the West Coast teams play
Why? Because they're saving money because nobody goes to the games.
So in all 76 games, he had 6 goals, 24 assists for 30 points, and he had 35 penalty minutes. Last season, again, played all 76 games, 10 goals, 35 assists, 45 points. And then 2014 to 2015, 68 games, 8 goals, 22 assists, 30 points.
What the hell?
Why?
Is he righty or lefty?
He is...
Does it say?
He shoots right-handed.
Shoots right-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could throw him in any role, but...
He'd probably be better off on the left side then, right?
If feed one-timers.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It might be Q's hard-headedness of...
That's better numbers
no new guys. I don't want new guys.
A lot of our D, like our D.
Yeah. And talk about offense from the blue line. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I didn't realize that he was putting up those kinds of numbers down there.
You know where that would have been helpful?
In the playoffs.
Round 1.
Yeah. No, we just needed a defenseman in round 1.
So, this year, TVR played in 58 games, had 5 goals, 11 assists.
Wow, that's actually better than I thought he was.
In 29 pens.
He had a stretch where he had 3 goals in 1 week. Or at least it felt like that. Like, I remember, like, I felt like I looked at my phone and I was like, TVR scored again.
I will always
Holy shit, TVR
I will
scored
always
again.
feel bad for TVR that he thought he scored his first goal, and then later that night they took it and gave it to
They gave it to
Versteeg.
Oh,
God.
for beauty. Just making a vet move.
I remember they took the puck. They took the puck because they thought it was his. So like, what happened after they were like, "Oh, Versteeg got it"? They just throw the puck back on the ice. Like, fuck you.
I would have took it and put it in Versteeg's stall. And been like, here's TVR's first goal, bud.
Way to be an asshole. You slightly deflected in.
Last year, TVR played in all 82 games, had 3 goals, 11 assists.
And then wasn't he hurt? He was hurt in the playoffs, then wasn't he?
No.
No, it was the previous year
Yeah.
he didn't play the
He
entire
only played
season.
in 18 games in 2014-15. Yeah, that's when
Yeah,
he got hurt.
yeah.
That's when he broke his ankle or something.
Yeah, and then he came back for the playoffs.
So
He came back for the final.
Yeah,
It wasn't-
So he got his
oh,
name.
right,
final.
yeah, 15,
So
yeah.
just so he can get his name on the cup before his
Yeah.
brother.
Poor
in his
JBR.
rookie year.
Poor JBR.
Oh. Not only does his brother get his name on the cup before him in his rookie year, but it's from the team that knocked him out in the final. JVR's only run to the final. Great.
Just a-
And JVR,
Forehand and a
JVR
backhand
was
slap.
at the UC for that too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was on the ice watching his brother with the cup. Oh,
So,
He's for the brother.
for the bros.
for the bros.
So, if Vegas is tempted to make that deal with Kruger and TVR, it frees up about $4 million cap space, and we could bring up that Polka kid because that would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
And
'Cause, I mean, you know-
And we wouldn't have to worry about
He's an-
having to sign somebody else on defense.
He's an
Exactly.
he's an RFA, so you know Polka's gonna, but he'll get a small
He'll get
contract
league minimum, probably.
because he hasn't played in the NHL yet.
Probably, I would say at least matching, at most matching TVR's salary right now of $825. At most.
Yeah, I can maybe see him going 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
So what we're looking at is we're going to have to move
Yeah.
one more contract so to afford to bring minor people from our system up to fill the empty spots, and B, to sign a backup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's if the cap stays the same.
Right.
More of the story here, guys. If this cap doesn't go up, everybody's screwed.
Oh God!
It's just going to be
Except for the
fire trucks on
Carolina
fire.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to trade for Ovi
In Vegas, nice.
and sign.
Oh God, it's going to be Carolina and Vegas in the final next year.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I kind of
Shoot
hope.
me
I
now.
know. I kind of
Arizona, Vegas, Western Conference Final.
I kind of hope we're sitting here next year, just making fun of
Still
Vegas.
making podcasts?
Making fun of Vegas for all the money they threw out at players just to like get them before free agency open, and then they're like, Vegas is in the worst cap situation.
I hope a year from now we're not sitting here going, okay, guys, it's game 3 of the final between Carolina and Vegas. We joked about it before, but it's real now.
I don't remember that.
happening.
I don't remember that. So, right now, Oduya and Campbell are both UFAs.
Get Oduya the hell out of here.
They're not
Let 'em
coming
walk.
back.
And
Campbell's going to come for league men.
I would absolutely hope so.
He's
38 right
I don't
now.
even think that's gonna happen.
He said he wouldn't mind it.
I know he said it, but I don't think.
But,
the Hawks
but
should.
Yeah,
you got Seabrook Keith, your top
Especially if
two.
it doesn't go up.
right.
Yeah.
Jarmelson,
Kempney.
Kempney, and then Forsling,
And Rosie.
Polka.
Polka.
Rosie's Rosie was only here for that. I don't see Rosie getting in many games next year, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd rather
what
have
if we had to-
Rosie in the A and Polka up. Because at least, if you're doing that, Roseball's just not sitting on his thumb up in the press box. He's actually doing something with his life. He's actually playing. He's staying in shape.
And maybe someone will get. Maybe
he
someone
doesn't want to though. Maybe
maybe
he just
someone
wants to be in
will
the
be
locker room
stupid.
guy and be there for Jamal Mayers when they won the cup in 2013.
I think that's stupid, though. I think that's... I understand...
That'd be another ring under his belt if they
I
win
know.
the cup.
And I understand that he wants to be like a lot. He would want to be a locker room guy or whatever. Like, that's fine. That's great. But don't get all like butthurt when people start like ripping apart your play because you haven't played in a month and a half.
I don't see him playing though.
Maybe
I know.
we'll get lucky and someone will claim him. on
We didn't see him
waivers.
playing this year
Yeah.
either.
Exactly. So why would they play him next year? I don't know. Also, Desi's a free agent. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
UFA.
he's.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
think he's going to come back, no.
I think there's rumors. Like, I thought I heard something that he was even talking about retiring.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, that was like.
He won a cup, though.
Yeah,
He did.
People's Cup.
Yeah. He'll probably stay
I mean, he's
around
only
here.
30 years old, though, so it's like.
He is only 30. He seems like he'd be a lot older.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. Fourth line center.
Even though it doesn't. Let's see.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of young kids on the team this year. There's going to be a lot of young kids on the team next year.
Let's hope that nobody goes into a sophomore slump.
Oh.
Or else, like, we're screwed.
Desi played in 46 games and had 1 assist this past season.
Oh.
Yeah, and that didn't come until, like, March.
Yeah, and he didn't even play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have the chance. But
That's why we lost.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Didn't
That's
have
the
that
reason.
guy.
There it is.
He didn't have that charity case. That's why we lost.
And
Yeah.
Kane didn't do the mullet.
Should've gone for
Every
a
time
Ginla.
Kane doesn't do the mullet, we lose. We get kicked out in the first round.
Should have picked up a Ginla.
Yager.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Last Hawks talk
Talk.
bullet point. Memorial Cup Final was on Sunday. It was Windsor versus
Erie.
the Erie Otters. Windsor Spitfire.
Battle of the O.
Yeah. Blackhawks had 2 prospects in there. Obviously, we know about Alex DeBrincat. And
The Lord and Savior of net season. Why we did not bring him up just there.
Graham Knott.
It's because he plays with Dylan Strome. He's not even that good.
Graham Knott playing on Windsor. Windsor won the game 4-3. And
Not with a bingo that
Knott
game.
got the game tying goal in the second period, his 3rd of the Memorial Cup, and DeBrincat got himself an apple in the game.
Oh, he did get it. He did.
He did. He got an apple. I watched this game. And
I caught the tail end of it.
It was a great hockey game. It was a lot of back and forth play,
Yeah.
and then the final 5 minutes or so were,
It was nuts.
in Doc Emmerich words, were helter skelter.
Yeah. Or I mean, you could say the Beatles, but whatever.
But that's how okay.
Yeah,
watching
it was-
that kind of stuff,
yeah.
it gets you excited.
Yeah.
You know? It gets you excited.
Yeah, especially like I think we said before when you know who's the prospect for
Who?
what
Yeah.
NHL team.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see like the future, potentially the future of the NHL playing against each other at 18, 17. It's pretty cool.
And, you know, how many former NHL players go to that Memorial Cup and they're like, yeah, I remember being on this team. I played against this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and this guy played with me. He was on my line, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
and then it's pretty cool, too, when you hear about, like, random guys that didn't make it to the show are just like, oh, yeah, I won the Memorial Cup with Steven Stamkos one year, but now I'm
Yeah.
here filing papers.
Or you could be the Erie Otters goalie who's like, yeah, hey, I was that guy that javelined my stick at the camera guy.
Yeah, no one will ever forget me, baby. I got to make my mark.
That was amazing.
That was me.
That was great.
Was that their starting goalie or was that
No,
their
No, that was the
Backup.
backup.
was the backup?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was
He apologized.
He did. He threw an
Yeah.
apology online.
Yeah.
I mean, can't blame him, but at the same
No.
time, it's like,
You
calm
know
down.
better.
Yeah.
Did you
You know
guys see
better.
his coach?
Oh, yeah, immediately.
His coach immediately was ripping him apart.
Oh, yeah.
Just tearing him a new butthole. It was pretty awesome.
I didn't realize, but that's back-to-back L's for the Otters in the Memorial Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Because McDavid's been in the league for 2 years, right?
2 years.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago they lost, or 3 years ago they lost.
Oh, I thought you were talking about losing to Windsor back to back.
Oh, no.
Because in this Memorial Cup they lost back to back to Windsor.
Yeah,
No,
only
they
two.
lost in the Memorial Cup McDavid's last year on the Otters.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
So that just means DeBrincat lost, so now he's going to come in and just tear it up. That's what that means.
Well, wait a minute. Does that mean that he's going to come in and, like, a quarter of the way through the season, break his
Don't
collar?
talk. No.
No, that's okay.
No,
Hey,
Don't talk.
if he
I
has
know where you're going. Don't.
if he has a season like McDavid's second year, break his collarbone. Baby. Break it.
No, don't do that. That's really-
No, let's not do that.
I mean, Kane broke his collarbone when he came back and won a cup.
Break the collarbone.
Don't
Do
say
it.
that. Nope. Hashtag no,
Okay,
no
wait a
broken
minute.
bones.
Did Kane actually break his collarbone?
Hashtag no broken bones.
Because I don't know that he broke his collarbone. I think that was just a cover. Okay, anyway, moving on.
I don't think the league would allow them to not do that, but okay.
Yeah, NHL talk.
No more hack stack.
The state of the league address
What? Oh my God.
Happened before Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. There is officially no Olympics.
They finally announced the All-Star game in Tampa.
January 27th to the 28th in Tampa Bay. Gary Bettman said, quote, "We are not anti-Olympics. We're anti-disruption of the season."
AKA, we are anti you making money off of our players.
AKA, we're totally anti-lockouts.
AKA,
Not a big deal.
Gary Bettman is responsible for 3,900 NHL games canceled in 23 years of him being a commissioner. So, yeah,
joke.
he's totally anti-disruption of the season. Totally.
There's been, 3 lockouts in the past?
23 years, yeah.
Well, 2 in the last
10
years.
10, 12.
12, yeah, 12. Yeah, because it was 05, yeah.
Good old Gary also said, "I don't believe there's any appetite to continue the participation."
What did you... Is that... I mean, he's got to be speaking for the owners there.
Yeah.
He's got to be...
Yeah.
He cannot be talking about the players.
I don't know. I think it's stupid.
I don't know. I don't know. I see both sides of it,
I do
though.
see both sides of it, but it's gotten to the point to where it's blown so hard out of proportion that you just have to be like, okay, you know what? You guys want to go.
I don't know.
That
They
just-
should allow...
if they wanna
team
stick to
should
it,
be
they gotta-
allowed to make their rules for their players.
Now that's hard too.
Yeah, because
You
what
can't-
if... Yeah, because then it's like, oh, Ovi, Backstrom, and Oshie are all going, and now... The Edmonton Oilers, who are stacked,
Well,
are
yeah,
about to play
say-
3 games in a row against them for some odd reason, and they're going to tear it up.
That's on the owners for allowing...
Well, no, I mean,
that's-
if you do that, say the Hawks allow their players to go if they want.
We're fucked. I mean...
And
that's-
Washington doesn't allow their players to go. And Ovi has been adamant about going. I feel like Ovi's going to be like,
Ovi's gonna-
screw you, Washington. I want to trade right now.
Yeah.
Or
You
he's
don't
just
want
going to be like,
look at what they were able to do. They got,
I got the
Taves
black
and
lung
Kane.
pop.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I think then, you know what?
You can't
It's
do
out of the
that.
league's hand. It's on the owners. If the owners want to let their products suffer...
I feel that
It's
they
on the
shouldn't...
owners.
As soon as the league starts letting the owners make decisions like that,
The league...
it's shambles. Complete shambles.
yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so they did also
Everybody
say...
loses their mind.
They were saying they were looking to create a league-wide policy preventing players from going. They say that there's no reason to pick that fight right now.
What? What?
I know. You're already making decisions on having no Olympics. You might as well just put it out there right now.
Right now and say what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
because
You
especially...
want to know
yeah,
why? Because they haven't figured it out yet.
Especially since you have players saying that they're going to go no matter what. Like,
I think they don't... I bet you they believe that they don't have any players that are going to be that issue. They're going to call the players bluff.
all talk,
Yeah.
no action.
But
I mean, I said it before. I'd rather be going for a cup than a fucking gold medal any
absolutely.
day of the week.
yeah,
Absolutely.
especially if you're Ovechkin.
But it's
who,
different.
I mean,
I don't know.
Like we said, it's different for Europeans. I mean, they take
It's funny
so
because
much pride in that.
it's only
And even
Europeans. Like, I mean,
Canadians do
Canadians
too,
and
but
Americans
to a
do
certain
too.
extent.
But they're the North America, North Americans are just like, yeah, I'll go play for my country. That'd be a lot of fun. But cup first.
if I have to choose one of them,
cup first.
100%. I'm
oh yeah, like look
Yeah.
at Worlds. All Americans, Canadians. No, I got to take the time off. You know,
Yeah.
Russians are like, I need to go there. I need.
What's
and
that?
Ovechkin,
A
the only
new
thing-
tournament for
Yeah.
gold for my country?
Yeah.
I'll
Ovechkin,
play.
the only reason Ovechkin had to like go and like be talked out of going because of all of, like the injuries he had through the playoffs.
Right.
Like the Russian Federation had to tell him no, take it off.
Yeah, and you listen to that Russian government.
Another thing that happened at the state of address for the National Hockey League, there was a reporter that asked a question about concussion protocol. The reporter basically asked Gary Bettman what can be done to make hockey a safer sport, and if he was concerned about the lack of, a protocol, really.
We have
And-
concussion guys at every game.
Huh?
But there's concussion guys at every game.
Yeah, I know,
They're
but
doing what they can.
Sidney Crosby gets pumped
Yeah, but that wasn't a concussion.
Game
he went
3.
into
See,
the
that's
boards.
exactly what this guy's asking.
That's it. He went into the boards. There was no, it wasn't the ice.
I didn't
It was
realize
the
you were
boards.
screwing with me. Miguel. I was
See,
getting,
it
I was
almost
getting
turned.
upset.
It was almost turned.
Apparently, Colin Campbell.
I would hope not, Colin.
I think
It's-
it's Colin Campbell.
It's written as Colin Campbell, but I've also heard it said as Colin Campbell, which is really unfortunate.
It's just
for
the
him.
people that don't like him.
Yeah. He went up to this reporter and told him that his question was out of line, crazy, and unprofessional. He also asked the reporter, he goes, but like, really, have you even played hockey before? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything? He was like, no, but I've had a concussion before, and I know how it feels, and I know that I definitely wouldn't want to play a hockey game while I had one, you know?
Do you even lift, bro?
Yeah, I know.
Do
I
you?
mean, what a dickhead response.
Yeah, I skip leg day.
I feel like this league is just falling apart when the manager, like the board of governors and all this kind of shit. I feel like it's just, wow, I can't believe I missed that one. He called out the reporter.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And it's not like the NHL isn't trying to protect their players. They are. But we couldn't have the concussion spotters take out Sidney Crosby because we didn't think that it was concussion, because the boards don't cause a concussion, only ice does. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You can't have that as a written rule.
He's wearing a helmet. There's no way
Yeah.
he got a concussion.
I mean, what the hell?
He was wearing ear guards. It totally saved him.
If he was wearing a mouth guard, we have absolutely no issue.
Our
I don't know, I
insurance
think it's ridiculous.
went down. I don't know. I can't take care of it. That's what they sound like.
It is. They
That's
sound
what
stupid.
Because, yeah, like, I don't know. He didn't even acknowledge the question, really.
No,
did
he
he?
didn't.
No. And, like, you can at least make up some shit where you're just like, yes, I know there have been some instances as of late we're looking into it and trying to come up with better ways to protect our players as much as we possibly can. Boom. Done it. Boof. I should be fucking Gary Bettman's spot. That's it.
Because
Nailed it.
Bettman has come out
Bettman
and
virtually
said
said-
that there has been no proof of concussions related to
Yeah, I
hockey
know.
injuries.
He virtually said, he was like,
Tell it to Paul Correa.
Yeah, I know.
Tell it
I
to
won't
Scott
even
Stevens'
step in the
shoulder.
rink.
Eric Lindros.
Elbow, I mean,
Yeah.
not his shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's
Like, God,
no.
get that guy hit.
They're so dirty, but they're so
So
awesome.
dirty, but it's awesome to watch. So yeah, that was fun. Also,
Yeah, great time.
Video review.
How convenient.
As we
that
saw
came up.
in Game 1, we'll harp on it a little bit more later.
Yeah.
Phil
Salty.
Forsberg lifted his
Back
skate.
leg.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Lifted his back right skate off the ice, putting him off sides and disallowing the Nashville Predators' first goal of the game, which would have given them a 1-0 lead.
Which I said that they were going to score within the first 10 minutes, and they did, but then they took it away, so I was sounded stupid.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
So now, no, you're dumb.
So,
And PK blast, come on, dude. That's scripted.
it's
literally scripted.
It was.
And NHL's like,
And it was
no, it's not
stolen from
scripted for the right team, though.
And as he celebrates, he skates around. Check out my East for 60 on ESPN.
John Scott hates me.
He hated me 2 years ago. So, video review, that got a lot of heat after Game 1. A lot of people were upset about that one. However, it did what it was supposed to do.
And that's what Batman says, that it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Which is,
But
it's right and it's wrong.
He never
because-
said, though, if that was a good thing or a bad
Yeah.
thing.
But it's doing what it's supposed to do, but it's also not doing what
Right.
it's supposed to do. I mean,
Well,
that Blackhawk game, the Hawks and the Wild, where the Hawks were literally 2.5 feet off sides. They were
Are
like,
there-
this is a good goal.
I mean, I take that too as, are they saying that it's a good thing? Like, oh, yeah, more players are being done right? Or are they saying, oh, no, this is a bad thing, so, you guys all wanted us to add this. So
And look at how
you-
shitty it
Yeah,
is.
look how shitty it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. Like, if it goes your way, you're like, of course that was a great call. That's a great call. His foot was off the ice. But if you're the Nashville Predators, you're like, screw that.
It's so
you can't
close.
even tell.
Well,
and
you know,
that's like that goal. Like literally, if his foot was still on the ice and it was onside,
it still
he
goes
still
in.
scores.
It still goes
that
in.
play still happens. And I mean, Nashville ended up coughing the puck up after that. It just stayed in the zone, and then Nashville got repossession and PK scored. So it's like, Pittsburgh, you got the puck. You have potential to get the puck out. I don't know.
If that would have led to a breakaway goal, absolutely. However, the fact that it was just an entrance into the zone, that even if he like stayed stick handled with the puck and then went in, would have been the exact same thing.
Yeah,
You know?
he had so much time. It kind of
Could that be an amendment to the rule? I mean, it's another one of those. It's at the referee's discretion. Like, did it change the course of the play?
Well,
Would the course of the play have changed if he was not a slight bit offsides?
I was kind of hearing something, and I was kind of agreeing with it. What if if the defensive team, say Nashville comes in, Forsberg is offside, but Pittsburgh gets possession of the puck?
Does it wipe it away?
Does it wipe it away because they actually had possession and had potential to get
Kinda
the puck
like
out?
No.
If the defending team brings the puck back into their own zone,
Exactly.
and wipes off offsides.
Exactly.
Because if he was offsides, then it would still technically be offsides rule with the tag up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because Pittsburgh can sit there if it's an
Yeah.
offsides play with a delayed offsides. Pittsburgh can sit in their zone all they want,
yeah,
and Nashville can't go at them until they tag up.
yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just there's something that just doesn't feel right
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
about the video
It-
replay.
And are they
Human
telling-
error is completely erased.
How do they not have better
Exactly.
quality cameras too?
I have a feeling that there's like
They
views
say
that they don't show.
Yeah, they always
They
say
have
that
their
there's
own.
views that the NHL has that they're
They
not
need
allowed
to put a
on
camera
NBC.
at the very bottom of the board.
Well, when they first did the blue line cameras, they did. They had cameras
It
at
was-
the top
yeah.
and the bottom.
Did
Yeah.
they?
And
Yeah.
I don't
Why
know
don't
if
they
they
still
do or
have
not.
that? Because
I
that
think-
would have been the difference maker for that Forsberg goal, or play.
My dad asked me the same question. I think it was my dad. I don't know. Might not have been. I don't know.
You might ask yourself.
It might have just been me in my dreams. And my thought was that that's one of the NHL's cameras that
Yeah.
we're not able to see.
Which usually you end up seeing a gif of it on Twitter.
Or you see it after the play was called. Like after it was no
Not
goal,
always,
goal
but
or no
sometimes,
goal.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
usually they'll give you that extra.
Like the NHL situation and tweets out, "Oh, no goal explanation," and they usually show more. I didn't check the one for that one, so I don't know if they had it
All right.
in there or not.
Clickbait for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, NHL.
Also, I was hearing somebody talking about this. Change the color of the skate holders.
No,
So
fuck
they're
that.
not white.
No,
No.
no.
That blends into the ice.
What are you gonna go black? Ugh, black toques on everybody. Ugh.
Neon green toques.
Ugh.
NHL 17, ESHL.
Dumb. Dumb.
God.
This league has been around for 100
Let's just
years.
make them all black blades, and like let's make them glow, so they shoot sparks out, and
Do a
then
little
you'll
dye
totally.
packet, so every time you're skating there, you put a little ink mark
What if
on the
what
ice.
if they did the like little red tracker like they did with the puck on Fox
Oh,
when
Fox.
they're
Yeah. Oh,
everybody
that'd be great.
skates when they cross the blue. It all shoots up, and then as soon as they're over the blue, it's gone. That's it.
Hilarious.
Stupid.
Yeah, he also had a little video review with goalie interference.
Goalies are irrelevant.
He said, everybody knows it's a judgment call. If you're on the wrong side of the outcome, you hate the rule, you don't understand exactly what the standard is. All of those complaints.
What?
Yeah,
Eh.
that was
I
literally
don't. What
that
the
was,
fuck?
that was literally like I copied and pasted what I was like that. That's exactly what he said.
So he's basically just. These are all the complaints we're getting.
So
Nobody that is on the other side of the judgment call likes that call.
Understands what's happening, yeah.
And they don't understand it.
you all know the confusion there is with goalie interference. I'm gonna bring that confusion to my
Yeah, I know.
explanation of it. Boom,
You guys are complaining a lot. Next question.
and that's literally what it was. Like,
Just discuss that. He's so stupid. I can't believe he's lasted so long.
Goodness gracious.
They also talked about Quebec City and how
Quebec.
nothing has changed. it will need to be either a relocation or a realignment of the current teams to get the Nordiques back. Which, if it's a relocation,
Carolina.
Islanders, Carolina. Maybe we were talking Florida.
No,
potentially.
I don't see Florida.
No, Florida's got new ownership, so they're trying to really give it a go down there.
Quebec, Carolina. That owner has said multiple times he doesn't want the team anymore.
Yeah, he's been trying to.
And his
sell
sons
that
have
team
actually.
For years.
I think that's
well,
what's
at first he was
preventing
saying he only wants to sell it to somebody that'll keep it in Carolina, and now he's just like, get this fucking
I don't
team
care.
out of here.
Yeah. Well,
his kids,
and then his kids
it.
actually went after him because he's trying to get rid of it, and they sued him. Fucking rich assholes.
So yeah, those
My
are a
dad
couple
owns
teams.
a hockey team. I'm gonna sue him.
Those are a couple teams that could relocate, but for realignment,
It's not going to happen.
The only way to be realigned would be...
it would have to be Nashville.
No.
What do you mean Nashville?
No, it would have to
Nashville would have to go into the East.
No, it would be
they'd
the
have-
East team has to come west.
Yeah. Detroit
Because
would
now
probably have
there's
to come
one
back.
there's one less West team than there is East.
Yeah. It's 16, 15?
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah.
Yeah, 16,
no,
15.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's 16 East teams
Yeah,
and
I
now
know.
15 West.
West. Yeah.
So basically they would say,
Either bring Detroit or Columbus back to the West.
over, so that brings 16-15 in the favor of the West, and that opens
And then
up.
make Quebec, and that's 16-16.
Is Quebec in the East?
Yes.
Yes, it's by Montreal.
I was under the impression that Quebec was in the West.
Jesus.
If that was the
Christ.
case,
I'm having a rough
if that was the
day,
case,
y'all.
I'm pretty sure
it's,
they would have
it's
been
Montreal,
mid-season.
Quebec,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah, I know.
That's like
guys, I never said I
Montreal
was
province.
smart. I
It's
never
like 3
said I was
episodes in a
smart.
row that we've had to take a lap moments from Poets.
Yeah.
What was mine the other day?
Seabrook's making $10 million, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, you know what? No. That one happened. I don't know what I read. I don't know where it was, but I read it, and I was like, that's a lot for Brent Seabrook. I don't think he's actually making that much.
You
And
don't
you
want to
don't
look
know
it up
that
more?
happened. I don't
In
know
the
what
last
happened.
episode,
I'm
you
so
just
sorry.
like stumbled on your words or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't listen to that.
So,
episodes.
Quebec is in the East. So
Changing your whole thought
Yeah.
process.
So who comes back then? Detroit or
It's either Detroit or
It would be
Columbus. It'd be
Columbus.
Columbus
It would
because
be
Detroit
Columbus.
is so rattled
Yeah.
Yeah.
about being in the West. They're so
Detroit
happy
and
back in the
Detroit's
East.
got the big brother.
Seniority.
Yeah, seniority.
Yeah. Who's closer location wise? Detroit.
I
Right?
feel
Even though
like-
they're farther up north.
yes,
But
I feel like it's
like
about the
Columbus
same.
is
But
about the
yeah, I
same.
think
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit more in Detroit's favor.
Mhm.
Yeah, but when they say if another team is coming, it'll bring balance to the West. I feel like it's kind of like we're gonna check to see how Vegas does, and in the next 2 years we're gonna have
Give it a
another
feeler.
team.
Mm-hmm.
If it does well, we're definitely bringing another team to the West.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's
Or
just-
if another team doesn't relocate to the West,
yeah.
then we'll bring in another one or something.
I don't know if it's just me or
Seattle.
what, but I don't know if I would like a league where it's an odd number of teams.
No, it can't be
That's
done.
this
31.
league right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like
31. Like I don't know.
It was weird having 16, 14 in conferences.
That
That's
was
still
really,
even technically.
That screwed me. Like
Yeah.
but at least
it was
it was
in
an
my head.
overall even number though, at least.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one is closer, and they keep giving me the world's smallest maps on Google.
Try large images.
yeah.
Wow, there is a poison sign over Michigan. That is.
Over Michigan and Columbus.
Yeah,
boy.
Detroit's definitely closer. Columbus is more towards the right.
Yeah.
Is this like some sort of a zombie map?
I don't know
What's
what's
going on over there, bud?
E. coli outbreak.
Oh, yeah. Keep them in the East.
Keep them in the East. You don't want them. Final thing that we want to go over that happened at the state of address, whatever the hell we want to call it at this point, is
the shit man talk.
is the playoff format that literally every single NHL player hates.
And fan.
And fan. Yeah. And they have no plans to change it.
When did they start that?
It was through realignment.
Yeah, that was
So
when
whenever
When
they
the fuck
moved,
was the real life?
when they
It was
moved, when they moved to the
2012.
4 divisions.
2012, I believe.
No.
No, it was
It's
not
been
that
that
late.
long.
When did Winnipeg come in? Because
I
it was
don't
the
know.
year
It was-
after Winnipeg.
2012.
Was it? No.
And then 2013 was the...
I don't know. I don't even
Maybe
feel like...
2014? Was it 2014, maybe?
I don't know.
Because 2013 was a shortened year.
Yes.
Wait, what'd you say?
2013 was the short
Yeah,
year.
2012, 2013 was a short year.
It wasn't 2012. It was just 2013. There was no games played in 2012.
So it had to be 2014.
That makes more sense.
2013, 2014.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I don't know where Quebec is, but I know when the playoff format
2013,
changed.
2014. So 2014 was the start of
So
this
it's been,
playoff format.
What,
Three.
four?
This will be the third year, right?
Well, 13.
2013, 14.
No, 14, 15, 16, 17.
It's
So
the
fourth year. Yeah, I'm sick of it.
I don't like it.
I'm sick of seeing the same matchups every single year. And I'm sick of seeing Washington, Pittsburgh going at it before the conference final when you have Ottawa, New York, who probably both would have been knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not Ottawa, but who knows? But anyways, it's just turning into let's see the same rivalries go at it again.
They want to make that
there's
divisional
rivalries.
rival
there's
thing.
there's rivalries. Trust me, there's rivalries. I hate the
play-
Blues. I hate the
Yeah.
Wild. Nashville. Yeah, you're
All
right.
these rivals they're trying to make are the same teams that we play 6 to 8 times in the regular season.
I feel like there's more of a rivalry between the Ducks and the Hawks than there is between the Blues and the Hawks or the Wild and the Hawks right now.
Those are the best rivalries. The ones
You don't see very often.
right.
That turn into
the ones
huge
that happen
rivalries.
in your division. Like, don't get me wrong. When the Hawks and Detroit were in the same division,
There's
That was
hatred.
awesome.
There's
That was
hatred no
different.
matter
That's
what.
different.
those are rivalries that are going to happen by themselves.
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
Because
Over
you
the
see
season.
them so many times in the regular season.
How about Hawks Vancouver?
Oh, I know. That's what I was just about to say.
I
That was
hated
amazing.
Vancouver for the longest time.
It was so
that
much
brawl
fun
that they
watching
had
those.
in 2010.
Yeah. Before the playoffs even
Yeah,
started.
it was like in March.
The Easter day.
Either
massacre.
just fucking
Oh my God.
manhandled whoever
Holy
that
shit.
was. Yeah, like those are the types of
Burrows
rivalries you
with
want to
the
see.
biting the finger.
Yeah.
You know,
pulling the hair. That's what it was.
No, he bought.
he
That was on the
some.
Bruins.
He bit some.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that
it was
was
Bruins?
Yeah.
Marchand.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the rivalry I like. Like, you can't force a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, there's hatred between division rivals, but you can't force it to be like, oh, you shouldn't like this team, and anytime they play, you should be
Right.
like curling in your chair.
Yeah.
Like, no, like.
Let it happen naturally. Don't force it.
I don't know.
Go back to the 1 through 8 seed. Because you know what, honestly, I would have loved to see
And,
Pittsburgh versus
there's-
Washington for the conference finals. That would have been great.
Yeah.
And the Rangers, I mean, they got screwed. Was it the Rangers? Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it was the Rangers.
Because they had more points than Ottawa.
They had more
Yes,
points
Ottawa.
than
No,
Ottawa and
both.
Boston.
Yeah, both of them.
They would have
yeah.
been second seed. Like, they would have been
Uh-huh.
second
No, they would've
seed
been-
technically.
No, they would have been fourth.
If they were in the
in the other- okay.
the other division that they
in
ended
the
up
other
playing
division, they would have been second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because they were right behind Montreal for
Yeah.
points. Yeah, so I mean, teams get screwed. Because they would have had home ice. And then they didn't have home ice.
They had home ice, a different outcome.
And they
against
don't
Ottawa
play
for sure.
Montreal first round.
New York was also supposed to be the best road team in the NHL, and they lost
Well, they beat Montreal.
2 out of 3 to Ottawa on the road.
But I mean, still,
But we were in the
your
best-
whole bracket changes though.
Oh yeah, I know.
The whole bracket changes.
God, shut up, NHL.
It wouldn't change.
It would have been
We still would have had Nashville.
and
I think the West.
Washington still Toronto.
I think the West was pretty much set up.
West would have been
regardless.
about the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is fine. But you look at that
But just seeing that
Metropolitan Division.
so many things could be
It's
different.
the same exact shit every year.
Yeah.
Okay, so Washington would have been first overall.
They would have played Toronto.
And then Pittsburgh with
Was
111,
Columbus.
with 108, Montreal with 103, New York with 102.
You have
So New York
102
is still-
points and you don't
So
get home ice.
They still wouldn't have home ice that first round though.
And
Yeah,
then
they don't. That's crazy.
Ottawa had 98, Boston had 95, Toronto had 95
They would have had home ice though that second round.
against Ottawa.
Well, I don't know.
That's stupid.
It's screwy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That sucks.
I mean,
But
look, fortunately,
according to Bill Daly, this was just a unique year with a lot of strong teams in one division, so there's really no reason to scrap the system based on a single season.
Really?
No reason.
I'm waiting for it to be that a team misses the playoffs that has more points than a team that makes it because of
It's gonna
wild
happen.
card, like that Metropolitan Division. I'm surprised that I was like expecting that to happen in that division this year.
It's going to happen.
Well, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Go back to 1 through 8.
I agree. That was the best. All right, boys. Stanley Cup Final, Game 1.
Stupid game.
Oh,
Just
goodness.
Stupid.
That's the game that you watch, and then once it's over, you go, hockey is the dumbest sport.
Playoffs are stupid.
It's so stupid, but god damn it, do I love it.
Yes.
This shouldn't make sense. It's not physically possible. But okay.
This game started just better than the Predators could have ever imagined. They were guns a-blazing.
Like I said,
you said it.
I said Nashville scoring in the first 10 minutes. Like, for sure, they were just all over the place. They were buzzing like crazy.
They were buzzing so hard. PK Subban, during the national anthem...
PK Subban.
He couldn't stand still. He was jumping around. He was, like, screaming.
The second they got done, he jumped onto the ice and just, like,
he took a quick lap. Yeah.
He was feeling it. And then he scores. First goal.
Fuck. He sellied so hard. Which, I don't know if you guys heard, but they talked about... his E60 real quick.
Yes.
I saw a clip, and they asked him about his selling and how like it offends people or he's disgracing the game or whatever. And he's like, "Well, I think the only person I'm disgracing is the guy I'm shooting in the upper deck with my arrow." And I was like, "Yeah, fucking rights, PK."
How do you not love that guy?
That's great.
I do love that
That's
he
good
said,
shit.
"I'm sorry that I'm getting really excited because I scored a goal in
in
a
the
National Hockey
NHL.
League
Yeah,
game."
I'm playing against.
I'm gonna get excited.
I'm playing against the best players in the world in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, it's not like he's a beer league.
Yeah, which sorry, beer leaguers, but don't do that.
Yeah, don't sell.
But yeah, fucking PK. Like, seriously, he's playing in the NHL against some of the greatest players in the world, including himself. And he's playing for the Stanley Cup right now. Going into the final, and he scores. Like, how are you not pumped on the road in Pittsburgh? You're gonna selly hard. I don't care who you are. And it's funny too, because like, you got PK doing that, but like, Ovi jumping in the glass every single goal, grabbing some ice, doesn't get chirped. Like, there's guys that do way more and get chirped way less. PK's always on the wrong end of everything.
He is, but it's because of his personality.
But Ovi has the same personality as PK.
Yeah,
and
but
PK does
I
a lot
feel like
more for
PK's a little
people
bit
than-
more outspoken.
PK's
About
Canadian. Fuck Canadians.
Yeah, but also fuck Russians.
I know. But I'm saying that's the mindset I'm saying.
Not Don Cherry.
Yeah.
People can understand what PK is saying too. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
So
Ovi's just vodka. I jump in silly and vodka.
So Forsberg, offside. What are the final thoughts on that call? Do we agree?
It was
with
offside.
It was absolutely.
It was definitely offside. It was so fucking
It was so close.
but it was offside.
So goal is taken away,
They
keep
sucked.
going. They kept going. They took it with a grain of salt. They're like, screw it. We're not going to get that one. We're going to get the next one. And they kept.
They
pushing
slowed
and pushing
down
and pushing.
a little bit though.
No, they slowed down. You could tell they were a little rattled.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They
then
were pushing, but they were
yeah.
rattled for sure.
James Neal went and wrecked
Real deal.
Daly. Trevor Daly.
Got him good.
Got him good. Total
Cross-check.
absolute penalty.
Behind the play
And then Yarncroc,
at the same time.
at the same time, knocked over Hornqvist.
He did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He did knock over Hornqvist.
No, he didn't.
No,
But Hornquist embellished it so hard.
Hornquist toe picked.
He toe picked. He still got a hack, but not enough for a penalty to be called.
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the toe
Hornquist
pick.
never even got
It-
touched. He just toe picked and
It
fell.
looked like he was just embellishing it.
No, he.
Okay.
Who was it?
Yarncroc.
Yarncroc. He literally went for the cross check, and Hornquist tripped and fell in front of him and went underneath it.
But
Soft.
where the ref was behind the net,
Right.
it looked like a cross check.
Right.
Super soft.
So, what
Replay.
should have been a 5-on-4.
replay that one.
What? Oh God! If we start doing that, like replays for penalties, this
We'd be still playing game one.
it'll be like baseball games at that point. They're never gonna end. What should have been a 5-on-4 turned into a 5-on-3 for the Pens, and
Weak goal.
a bad goal by Pekka.
Weak.
You're gonna hear that a couple more times. Bad goal by Pekka. Saw it all the way. It was a rocket from Gino.
Bomb from Gino.
It was a rocket.
Gino by Gino.
But he saw it the whole way, and he went to go and like.
I wouldn't know about the whole way, but he definitely saw it.
He had He had a clean.
I don't know. He
Clean
had two
pass.
guys in front of him, but he did lean, and I mean, he definitely saw it. But
He was able to keep an eye on it.
Yes,
which
yes.
is all you need.
Yeah, I
and
agree with that.
he didn't really go to catch it, which is his style. Then that's
He
fine.
hanked it.
He went to go and block it.
He hanked it.
and he swung and missed. Yeah.
He foul tipped it.
Yeah. And then
into the catcher's glove, so it was an out.
second goal, beautiful passing play.
Oh God. Yeah.
Found
Oh.
Chris Kunitz, I believe.
Ear
back
guard
door.
boy.
Oh no, it was kind of Shiri.
Kunitz
Found
yeah.
Shiri. Yeah. Back door.
How is
Oh my God.
How did Shiri get back there?
I have no idea.
How did
Total-
nobody see him back there?
Total lack of coverage for
Bestie in the
the
playoffs.
Nashville Predators.
Yeah,
Completely
take it
forgot
easy.
And-
about him.
That was the 5th-6th pairing, not the top
Yeah.
4. That's what it was.
I'm saying the best. It was the best defenseman,
Yeah.
and Shiri just sneaks behind.
Yeah.
Even though Connor Shiri was back door, nobody saw him. I'm gonna sound like a dick right now.
Yeah,
but
you are, because there's no way Pekka should
In
have
my
it.
experience,
No. Oh my God, I can totally make that save. I'm
No.
so good. I went to Europe. I'm set.
shut up.
Dude, that's a fucking...
It's
he was
a great
on the
play.
goal line.
I agree, but I always take notice when I don't see 5 of their guys on the ice.
Oh, really? Because what
I
if
do.
he fucking faked... He was looking shot the whole way. He sees
I
Pekka
agree.
leaning. He's ripping it top shelf. Kunitz, for
I
sure.
agree.
He's going upstairs. And he's scoring. So then everybody's like, oh, Kunitz, he started reading the backdoor pass. Or Pekka started reading the backdoor pass. He should have read the shot. The D should have covered the D.
The first thing I
forward.
always do is I count how many guys
You're
are
wrong.
on the ice. I know I'm probably wrong,
You can't even count.
Team Nolly versus Team
Which is-
Poetzy. Go.
which is why I'm not in the NHL. One of the reasons. A lot of them.
That's the reason.
It's one of them.
Also, I can score on you whenever I want.
Yeah,
That's like
I know you
another
can.
one.
I'm just saying, he got lost in coverage, and
You're wrong.
I don't know. Fine.
I disagree.
I'm wrong. Whatever. You suck.
It's all defense.
Uh,
You know what? I'm helping out a goalie here.
I know,
And
this
saying
is
it's all
weird.
defense fault.
Roles are reversed.
Yeah.
You're defending goalies at
Yeah.
this point. Yikes. What happened?
Yeah, you went stupid. That's
I
what
did.
happened.
I did.
You're fucking
I don't even know
kamikaze
where,
right now.
I don't even know where Quebec is.
What'd you say, Quebec?
I don't even know where Quebec is.
Oh, I thought you said Quebec. I was like, no,
No.
you can't even say it, huh?
And then Pittsburgh rounds it out with Nolly, your buddy, Nick Bonino.
Yeah, fuck that Amish beard.
Own goal. Another
Yeah,
one in this
terrible.
playoff.
Yeah, one-handed, too.
So bad.
It's so soft.
I can't remember who it was. It might have been Weber, who came off the bench. It was a line change, and he hauled ass. He did what he was supposed to do.
Cover the net.
He picked up that backdoor guy, and it literally just went off a Pekka stick, off the guy's shin pad, and then off the post.
Ekholm.
Was it Ekholm?
Yeah.
It might have been Hank. Yeah.
Off the shin pad, off the post, and then in. It was like,
And he did he took
seriously?
a one-handed whack to try to knock it too.
Yeah. Literally,
everything
yeah.
was going. Everything that could go right went right for the Predators for like the first 15 minutes of the game.
No.
Not even.
No.
Well, until-
they would have been
You're right.
outside. That would have been a
that-
good goal.
Everything that could have gone right went right until that point. That's
Yeah.
a solid.
And then everything that could have gone wrong went 124% wrong.
Absolutely. Pittsburgh.
They got their taste of the dance.
And they fucking led. They led the dance.
Pittsburgh had 8 shots in the first period. 3 of them went in. Nashville had 11. Not
And
a single
0.
one of them went
Well,
in.
I mean,
Yeah.
one of them would have gone in.
Well.
Which they totally have to go bring time back up, right?
Yeah.
They're supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, they have to
I
go
always
back-
think about that like
They have
after
to go back to the point of
Did
the
they?
offsides. Yeah, because I always
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I always think about it, but I never am thinking about it at that time to actually check.
Right.
Yeah. Which sucks because then that was a good amount of time in zone.
It might have
At least a
seemed
minute.
like it.
It was at least a minute though.
I don't know.
You throw another minute up. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was maybe 30 seconds.
I don't know because
20 to
Pittsburgh
30
got the
seconds.
puck back and then Nashville took it back and moved it around a bit. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Those 8 shots by Pittsburgh were the last that they were going to have until the third period.
For 37 minutes.
37
First
minutes.
time in franchise playoff history that
Not a
Pittsburgh-
single shot. They
In a period, yeah.
looked so overwhelmed, so exhausted.
Yeah.
They had no idea what to do with the
And
Predators.
the Preds were literally just doing everything that they could possible, and they were doing everything right.
The cycle was so perfect for the Predators. Once it got below the goal line, the Penguins couldn't touch them.
Their ability to move the puck up to the D and have the D start cycling within, and the forwards just cover for them. It's just, it's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's what happens when you have an unreal D-core.
And then when Pittsburgh was getting their chances, it was like they were
would
just
pass.
forcing. They were forcing passes too.
Yeah.
Like
They would pass when they should shoot. Like there was in the third period, I think it was Benito. It was a 2-on-1, and he went to drop it to the late guy and completely missed him. It was a breakout for Nashville back the other way. And
there was also another. There was a 3-on-2. I forget who it was.
I think that's the one I was talking about, the Benito one.
No, I think it was Kunitz and Kessel were out there. But I think Kessel brought the puck in, had a decent angle to get a shot off from the side, like towards from the boards, which bad angle shot, not a good percentage, but fuck, you haven't had a shot in forever. Throw it at the net, sauces it all the way over, I think to Kunitz. Kunitz cuts to the middle, has a wide open shot right in the slot, and then drops it again, and then Nashville picks it up.
Malkin was dropping it a lot,
too,
but he was he just wasn't dropping it. There was a guy on him, and he was dropping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what they were thinking. They were going full Colorado Avalanche rover, like on that breakaway where they.
Oh God.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about Colorado. We're talking about the playoffs.
Yeah.
They never get mentioned.
Second period, like we said, Pred's coming out flying. Ryan Ellis gets back to what he was doing earlier on in the postseason.
Typical Preds, man. Down 3-0 and just come out buzzing anyway.
Power play goal for Ellis from Subban, and Fisher getting his first point in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In his first game back.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I still don't feel bad for him.
Yeah, I know. He's got a hot wife, so whatever.
He's not really that guy anyway.
He's not that guy.
No, he's more.
But he was last year in the San Jose series.
Yeah.
He was huge in that series.
He was.
I think he scored an OT winner against them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good last year. This year, he's more.
And that was the same series where we first saw Arvidsson.
Yeah.
Like, who is this kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when he started taking off. But yeah, I mean, this year he's just more of that role captain guy that kind of charity case, you could say.
There.
I mean, the whole team's a charity case, but he's been to the final, and everybody's just like,
charity case.
Let's rally behind him.
Yeah. And then third period, Colton Sissons, power play goal.
Another one.
Sissons with 6.
But that's 4 in 2 games.
Yeah.
His last 2.
Yeah. Love it. And then the new kid, Frederick Gaudreau, gets his first NHL goal in game 1 of the final.
You score your first NHL goal in the final.
So wait, he's going to have his first NHL goal in a game that
where he
doesn't really
actually
count.
He hasn't had an NHL point.
Goal.
Yeah.
His first postseason goal.
Yeah.
He hasn't had an NHL goal where it's like, oh, hey, let me check his stats. Oh, 0 goals.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but he scored it in the final in his first. Oh.
And what a play by Austin Watson.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Out battling 2 Pittsburgh Penguins in the corner and then not wrapping it around, passing it out in front.
Yeah.
Unreal.
5-hole.
Unreal. So tie ball game. And then Jake Gensel, the NHL's leading scorer, comes in, takes the first shot Pittsburgh has had in 37 minutes.
Well,
flat.
if you actually think about it, it's way more than 37 minutes considering.
Yeah,
37 minutes game time.
Game time.
And then
Because,
it had to be
Over an hour.
17 minutes in between periods. And then you got to count, I guess,
Commercials.
commercial breaks and stuff like
Not
that.
even that, just whistles,
yeah.
everything.
Well over
it's
an
an
hour.
hour.
Well over an hour.
Uh-huh.
Which you can't blame Pekka
No,
after thinking
absolutely
about
not.
all of that.
No, absolutely not.
And that was bomb.
It would have been smart for Nashville to kind of be like, you know what, maybe we get Pekka a shot here, like with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. It would have been great to shut Pittsburgh out.
Or he hops out in the third and just ACHA style, just, hey, let's get a couple shots in real quick. Could you imagine? Hey, I haven't seen a shot. Can somebody just like feed me one?
That's happened far too many times in the ACHA.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, that was the reference.
Yeah,
Boats.
I know. I know, but it's sickening.
But
how many times that's happened.
Yeah, I mean, Gensel.
What a shot!
Uses the D as a screen perfectly and just goes top
glove.
Just
and the thing,
beauty.
Oh God,
Pekka didn't chicken wing. Pekka had his glove up and everything, and he just got
He just got
he just got beat hard. He was out.
That's a goal scorer's goal
on
right
top
there.
of his crease and everything. He curled it in. He changed the angle slightly.
I'm excited to see what Gensel does next year
I
because
know.
he's just.
I hope he's not a bust.
Well, I kind of hope he is because it's on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know.
But he's showing that he could be a fucking goal scorer if he wanted to be. And that
and he just sounds like a good person too.
He looks like a really happy individual.
Yeah.
And like everybody's that's like, oh, he's on a line with Crosby. Like that's nothing to do with Crosby right there. That's fucking pure talent right there.
And then to seal it off, Nick Bonino.
Bonino.
Shut up.
Not just an empty net, an arch. He arched that band.
Yeah, no.
Sauce King.
Sauce King.
And that sealed the deal.
For James Neal.
And the Prince.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 goals on 12 shots.
4 goals on
11
12
shots, technically. The 12 shot was
11.
the empty net.
A 636.
No, it doesn't count as a shot. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
Not for Rene.
Not for Rene.
It counts as a shot.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
in the
I got
actual
you.
game, but not against Rene's
I got
stats.
you.
636 save percentage is the worst save percentage since 1967.
For a goalie that played the whole game.
Who was it?
They didn't say it was just because it's the expansion year
Interesting.
in 67. Yeah.
Oh, because it was like the original 6 versus the expansion 6 in the final.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Rene, after a loss in the playoffs, this year is 4-0 with a 1.0 goals against and a 960 save percentage. So, look for a bounce back from Pekka
Tonight, a bounce back.
tonight. But at the same time, slightly alarming because he's got a 1-6-2 record against Pittsburgh in his career, and his one win came in a relief effort. He didn't even play the game. He didn't even start it. He came in relief. He's got a 364 and an 868 against the Pens. So
Something's got to give.
Yikes!
The NHL put on Instagram a picture of the tail of the tape,
Yeah, those are cool.
and it was just comparing Nashville to Pittsburgh through three series and game 1 of the final, and it said Nashville had the upper edge on shots per game at 29.7 compared to Pittsburgh's 29.3. How much did that go down? Because of their 12 shots in one game.
They had to be at like 32 shots a game.
And I mean Nashville had a lot of shots that game, so they had a good amount.
26. That's not a lot.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, and they only had
It's almost 10 per
They only
period.
had 6 in the third period. I
Yeah.
felt like they were peppering the net in the third period.
Yeah.
I guess Pittsburgh's just doing a great job not letting anything through. Lots of block shots.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, especially when that empty net was there.
Yeah.
Nothing really got through then. But yeah, I just thought that was funny that they have a 0.4 better shots per game after game 1. I wonder what it was before that.
You said you had an interesting Rene stat.
It was what you said.
Was it what I
Yeah.
said? Cool. Neat. I beat you to it.
Oh my God! Stop talking so much and let other people talk, poets. We all have written down notes.
Oh, I almost forgot. There was a felon at the game. At game 1.
Phil Kessel. Yeah, we know.
Well, no.
Phil was in.
His name is Jake
Nailed it.
Waddell, and he threw a catfish on the ice.
A felon.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
a felon.
A felon.
Oh, felon. I thought you said fill in, like a fill-in goalie.
No,
And I was like, who the hell was it? How did I not hear about that?
Felon.
Like
Is
Jimmy,
that better?
Jimmy Fallon.
A little bit, yeah,
All right.
almost. This guy throws a catfish on the ice.
Which, apparently he wore compression shorts and put it in his compression
Shut up.
shorts. Yeah, that's apparently what happened.
That's gross.
Yeah, and that thing was gutted too. Like that thing was
that's so
100%
gross. Can I have a
gutted.
fish thing? That's gross.
Yeah, he likes to do weird things with fish.
No, I hate fish. They freak me out. That's gross. I'm gonna throw up. Anyway, catfish guy, as he is now named, was charged with disorderly conduct. Excuse me.
Who's disorderly?
Yeah. Disrupting a meeting
A meeting.
and possession of an instrument of a crime.
Hey, what'd you do last night? Oh, I was at the Game 1 Stanley Cup Final meeting.
Possession of an instrument of a crime. I want to see him beat the hell out of somebody with a
Maybe he
catfish.
did. Maybe that's why it was gutted.
Oh
maybe
my
that's what he
God.
did. I mean, he throws it on you. You have a heart attack. Weapon.
I honestly,
It's a weapon.
I would.
That's a weapon.
I absolutely would have had a heart attack. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
Three different counts.
and I'm pretty sure he got like a $5,000 fine or something like
Plus,
that.
They
there was
dropped
like
everything.
They dropped everything, but it was like a $5,000 fine plus, wasn't it? Like
It was like 6 years in jail
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that for throwing a catfish on the. Like, come on.
He already got tossed from the game after spending
Yeah.
money on going to that game and having the balls to throw a
But
catfish on the
He
ice.
was
Like,
smart.
come on.
He waited until the third period.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Um,
But, like, come on.
I remember seeing like one of those like Twitter accounts, like anonymous one. It was like Malkin's ego was like after Predator scored the third goal and the catfish got thrown. And he's like, dude, we just get fucking cursed by a catfish.
I also saw, I think Poetzy tweeted it, the play is under review because the catfish wasn't completely over the blue line.
That one was
That
hilarious.
was so funny.
That one cracked me up.
That's great. People are awesome.
People are awesome.
Twitter's free. Did you know that? Twitter is free. Twitter is just free comedy.
Do you have the history of the catfish?
I do have the history of the catfish.
You do. I was very intrigued on that.
So, it basically is them making fun of the Detroit Red Wings. They played the Wings in their first playoff series ever, and somebody, instead of throwing an octopus on the ice, threw a catfish on the ice. So it's basically them saying,
Fuck you. We have our own tradition.
Your thing is stupid. We're gonna throw a catfish instead. Like,
This is really.
Wait a-
You're gonna do a Nashville accent. You have yet to say y'all this episode. Out of all episodes, this is the one.
come on, y'all.
Oh man.
All right.
So yeah, that started in 03.
In 03, really?
Yeah.
That was their first playoff? They came in what? 2000? No.
98. 99
Yeah, okay.
was Columbus.
No.
Yeah.
No. Columbus was 2000.
They were in 2099.
Wild.
Was
No.
Atlanta.
Minnesota came in 2000.
Atlanta.
Oh, they're 2 in 2000?
They both came in 2000.
Well, that's not fair. Atlanta doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
Yeah, I know.
Even though I tried twice.
But the not Atlanta Thrashers Twitter account is pure gold.
I gotta check that out. I've never.
It is
Why? Because they're like, hey, game day today.
no, because they keep on tweeting like when Kovalchuk said he was gonna come back. They're like, guys, we all know where
Wait for
Kovalchuk
it.
is coming. We all know where Kovalchuk is coming. Like a couple days ago, they tweeted, guys, when are we gonna get our outdoor game? Nobody's asked us for an outdoor game yet. What's going on?
We had an all-star game. We're ready for the outdoor game.
Yeah. Not Atlanta Thrashers. Great Twitter account. Well done. But yeah, so everybody can breathe a sigh of relief because Catfish Guy is free from the clutches of the Pittsburgh.
He's free and running
jurisdiction.
back to Nashville where it's free to throw catfish.
I
in
hope
the
there's
ice.
like 3 catfish thrown each period tonight.
I know. I
Like
know.
just pepper.
Wait till in Nashville, one per like every game. There's gonna be at least one, especially if the
yeah.
Titans show up and get hammered like they did the last round.
Yeah.
They're all fucking waving catfish around their head like they're
you
rally
see-
towels.
They're not rally towels. It's all
Yeah,
just dead
you
catfish.
get a free catfish.
Oh
on
my
your
god,
seat.
Peta's gonna have a heart attack.
Did you see that there was a fish market in Pittsburgh that they had like,
Yeah.
dead catfish
Yeah.
and they're like, "You're not for Nashville.
We have to
fans.
see your-
Yeah, you need
Which-
to show an ID.
That's like
Nashville
a slap to the
fans
face for
can't
Nashville.
get pissed off
I know
about
they
that.
can't.
Like,
Can't get
like,
pissed about that.
You can come watch our game, but you can't buy catfish here. Oh, really? Because you can't ever come to our rink ever, no matter who you're
Just because
playing.
you happen to
Hey,
be
keep-
in the state
gold
that,
out.
that
Keep the
we're
gold out.
playing.
Yeah, keep that gold out. Shit, we're gold, guys. What do we do?
What's happening?
Keep the black and gold out. Yeah, nailed it. Fuck you, Penguins. We're going to throw catfish on the ice. Which they threw a duck out. A dead duck.
That one was
last
pretty
series.
funny.
that was
That
funny.
one actually pissed off Peta.
So,
Yeah.
dead penguin coming?
Oh god.
Where do you find a dead penguin?
You don't. You do it yourself.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't even
Go to Antarctica?
I don't want to
Find
think
one
about
that had passed already. Don't kill it because that's not nice.
Yeah, that,
And then you come home. And that's how you do it. And you make a sign that said, I found it dead.
I just
Hashtag don't worry, Peta. I found it dead.
I just like have a feeling we're gonna like
But you know what? You have to have it branded on the Penguin.
Yes. No, the Penguin's holding the sign like an Angry Bird or something.
It just looks like a lawn gnome at this point. How did we get here?
I don't know.
How did this happen?
God.
I can't wait to listen to it later.
Yeah, this is also free. This is free.
This is also very free for now. Overall opinion of game 1.
Ugh.
Shit show.
Yeah.
Ugh. I would say it is equivalent to the State of League address. Because what the fuck?
The whole day in the NHL on Monday was just a shit show.
Yeah. Everybody was just thinking about Memorial Day too much. I think that's what it is.
Oh, it's a shit show.
I think
Complete. I think it was literally the perfect game played by Nashville. Literally couldn't do anything wrong for game 1 of the final, first ever final in Pittsburgh.
except for have a goalie that had the jitters.
Not even that.
Not even that. I mean,
Not even that, because you count that goal, the first goal, you never know
still
what happens. But
4-4.
anyway,
I mean,
besides
it's
that,
a
let me finish my point.
actually.
Go.
Literally perfect game for Nashville. And Pittsburgh's just like, hey, I know we're outplayed. I know you outshot us. And I know we haven't taken a shot in over a day. I think we might win, though.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happened. Because Pittsburgh's just like, hey, fuck you. I don't care.
Hold my drink.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? We just blew a 3-0 lead and haven't had a shot in a period. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
it reminded me of our NHL tournament at the lake, where I get lucky against like Tanner or Nolly or something. I get lucky. I get completely get shit on, but somehow I get that one lucky backdoor goal.
And then you lose to me.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's kind of funny, though. Pittsburgh, they didn't play well against Washington. They didn't play well in this game 1, and they're still just winning.
Yeah.
They're just able to capitalize when they.
Capitalize.
Nice. I think Pittsburgh should be scared, to be honest with you.
I know. Yeah,
I would be nervous coming into game 2. I'd be like, if Nashville comes out like they did last time,
But
there's
you know
no
what?
way we could pull that off.
They've
again,
been
right?
there,
Yeah.
but you know
You
what?
know?
With their experience and all that, I think they can also be like, you know what? Forget about that.
Yeah.
Reset.
Really.
Well, yeah, we got the win. We're not entering down one. Just hit the reset button
We're
and just
only 3 wins away.
What a change of pace, though, from Ottawa. From
God,
Ottawa
yeah,
to
that-
Nashville. I don't think they were prepared for that.
Oh, God, yeah.
there's-
Nashville,
They were lulled to
God,
sleep
yes.
by Ottawa, and then Nashville just came in with like this electric guitar and just blew them away.
It's much better hockey, in my opinion, for sure.
I don't mind the way that Ottawa plays. It's smart. It's
safe.
It got them to
Right,
game 7
no,
of the
it-
conference final.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean,
you can't blame them, and it's not like it was boring either. I mean, that game 7 was one of the most exciting games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was great.
In a long time. So that's neither here nor there. Predictions for tonight.
I said 2-1 Nashville, maybe 3-1 with empty net.
I said 1-0 OT, Pittsburgh. Phil, bar down.
Doesn't count unless it's bar down.
Doesn't count as bar down.
I have 3-2 overtime, Nashville.
Smashville. I don't see Nashville going in and not coming home 1-1 series tie.
If they go
can't
down,
I don't see them, even if they do go down 2-0, I don't see them being too rattled about it.
No, I think they win both at home, but I think I don't see
if they go
them-
down 0-2, I mean, this means obviously this is game 3 is the most important game though. But like, do you see them being swept if they
Absolutely
go down
not.
0-3?
Absolutely
Do you
not.
still
I
think-
don't see Nashville getting swept in this
Hey, they
series
were
at all.
down 0-3 in the game.
They
may have lost.
And look at what
They
happened.
may have lost.
But they
were
can't.
down.
They can't lose.
They were down
They didn't
0-3.
get swept.
They were down 0-3. Brought it back 3-3. Technically lost 4-3.
But they can't lose a series.
But they didn't
5-3.
get swept, so I would be
So that's
right.
what I'm saying. So like,
So I would be right.
so they might go down 0-3, come back,
They'll come
force
back,
game
though.
7, but
No, I'm still pro Pred.
I'm sticking with Penguins.
I'm sticking with Phil because
sticking
that's
with
the
Phil.
only guy I like in the whole world.
Yeah, we get it, Jarom.
All right.
About
It's
that time,
time for riding pine.
You're riding the pine pony, pal.
Damn right you are. Hey Joe.
baby.
Joe
You're riding the pine
Montagna.
pony, pal.
Joe Montagna, you're riding the pine bun.
Who, by the way, is #Team Nolly.
Yeah, well, Chris Seamock is hashtag Team Poets.
Yeah,
He has
well,
never said that. There's no physical proof of that.
Chris, when you listen to this, you need to tweet in that you're Team Poets. Actually, I'm just going to text you after this is done to tell you.
Oh, really?
tweet
You're
out.
doing propaganda like that?
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
I am.
That type of guy, huh? Guy's fucking.
Russia's getting involved.
He's not a goalie guy anymore, and he's trying to say Team Poets.
Huge goalie guy.
Yeah.
Huge goalie guy.
Huge.
Ooge.
Okay. Joe's question. If you could throw one object on the ice to insult the opposition, what would that object be?
I don't know.
Well, Joe, I am a nice fan, and I care about the rink, and I care about the team, and I do not want to get kicked out of the game.
Uh-huh.
I would not throw
Or
anything.
face 6 years in jail.
I wouldn't even throw my hat for a hat trick because hats are expensive.
Dan, you almost died.
Yeah. I was at that hard hat game when Taves got the double hat trick, and I literally had to put on my hard hat because people were getting smoked in the back of the head, dude. These people were fucking whipping them from the 300 level
If
and
you
just
guys-
nailing people in the back of the head in the 100 level. Like, how do you're 100 level, how do you not expect, like, hard hats coming from the 300 level? Like,
If you guys haven't seen what the hard hats look like, these are legit construction hard hats.
yeah.
Like, they're not like cheap plastic material. These are real hard plastic.
they got headbands in them. Like,
Yeah.
they're ready to go.
Yeah.
And people were getting smoked.
Yeah.
Talk
It was
about
great.
Not being able to script anything more perfect.
Oh,
A
yeah.
hat trick on hard hat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not only
Two of
that,
Two of
but
them
they
technically.
disallowed, so we got a
Yeah.
second one. And I was like, oh, people are just going to throw hats this time. No. Boom. Somebody goes down. I was like, all right, I put my hard hat back on.
I'm sure your dad was sitting there going, "Give me everybody's hard hat!" Just throwing them all. Zach, have you thought of one?
I couldn't think of like a different thing. I know
Honestly, it would depend on who
I would
you're
want
trying
I would
to.
want to throw the octopus.
Oh, first year the Wings don't make the playoffs, you throw the octopus. Oh.
Yikes, that's a burn.
Yeah, that's rough.
I would love to throw the octopus.
Good for
I would
you.
love to go down to Florida too and do the rats.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I don't know. I could not think of something that like.
Go to Tampa and
I
throw
think-
a rat, see what happens.
I think, first of all,
See, you just did two things that are like...
That's what I said. Like I couldn't think.
It's not
I mean,
insulting. Those are four
Those
two
are
teams.
cool.
I know it's cool, but I mean,
Like,
I
do
would
something
love,
insulting.
I've
Be
always
an asshole.
Like, I just would love to do the octopus. Like I wish have never.
Okay,
always
well,
seen
go
them and
do
been like,
those
awesome.
two and do the catfish while you're at it, and then
No, fuck
see.
the catfish.
throw the octopus and the catfish at
The
the
way
same
I'm throwing
time.
a cat-
Oh, just rattle everybody
Yeah,
in the
the only
building.
way I'm
Super
throwing a
hot.
catfish.
And then just the rat. Just start throwing everything on the ice.
A dead duck, a hat.
Only way I'm throwing a catfish is at Poets.
No, please don't. Don't do that.
Oh
Hey,
my
let's go
god,
fishing
we
at
should
the
have
lake.
somebody. Oh my god, we should have somebody for the Benders games up in the stands with fish.
You guys suck.
You
all
I didn't say
suck.
anything. Y'all suck.
Poets,
I
what about
think
you?
what I would throw would be the jersey of the opposing team.
Nah, that's
No.
really
I know.
insulting.
I know it's
That's
really insulting,
harsh.
but that's the question.
But
right?
also, that's harsh on you because you went out and bought their jersey just to throw it on the ice.
oh, who said I bought it? I could have just stolen it.
Oh, that's
from
no,
somebody in the
yeah,
stands.
absolutely, you did not.
No, he
You
throws the
100% did it.
$50 Chinese knockoff jersey.
AKA the Hawks one that he has.
I'm so upset about that.
Hey, it was free
I
though.
thought It was no.
It was free.
Nope.
The Shaw one. You got two of them.
I do have to. I forgot about the Shaw one. I've been trying to get rid of that. Nobody wants it. If anybody wants an Andrew Shaw, really
Black
shitty,
skull jersey.
yeah, really crappy one.
Yeah, way to sell
Let me
it.
know.
Way to sell it, bud.
Let me know because
It'll
it's
come
all
with a
yours.
Windy Bitty Bender podcast sticker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little sticker.
Make it worth your while.
But yeah, let's be honest. Stop. Just stop throwing objects on the ice unless
Yeah.
it's a hat.
Unless you want Eric Carlson to swing his stick at you.
I don't want that thing to come down like the mighty hammer of Thor.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like Thor just dropping the hammer on people.
Absolutely not. All right, Joe. Thanks for your question, bud. Thanks
By
for
the
your
way,
question.
Hit us up with what you would throw. I'm kind of curious if that was like he had an idea of something that he would want to do.
Yeah, that's a
Or
good point.
anyone else, not just
Yeah,
Joe, 'cause
anybody
we
else,
definitely
yeah.
have more listeners than just Joe, for sure.
For sure. Ask Facebook, Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Slide in Nolly's DMs on Instagram.
Or just my regular Twitter DM, whatever, dude.
I get bored. You know. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy Game 2.
Enjoy it!
Oh, shout out Army White. Love it. Should be a doozy. Should be a doozy game, too.
Just gonna send it.
Yeah, but every time we say that, it should be good. It ends up being
I
a
know.
shit show, so.
I know. Yeah, hey, thanks for joining us here, guys. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Follow the guys on Twitter at WCBP, on Instagram, WCBPodcast, and like them on Facebook, the Windy City Benders Podcast. The Windy City Benders Podcast.